Hey, you know, October is National Fire Prevention Month, and now is the perfect time to make sure that you're all doing what you can to keep your home and your loved ones safe, right? From smoke alarms to fire extinguishers to an escape plan, there are steps that you can take right now to reduce the risk of a fire. Home improvement expert Mr. Dave White is with us, and fire safety merchant Alex Forte is with us, and they're from Home Depot, and we're going to be getting some really good tips and equipment ideas from these guys. Gentlemen, good morning. How are you?
Doing great. How are you?
Good morning.
Well, fine, good. I'm just curious, what's the #1 most common cause of a home fire? Can you guys tell us that?
Yes, there's actually several common causes of home fires. So there's the obvious ones like cooking or open flames from candles. But then there's some not so obvious causes as well, like space heaters, especially as we move into the cold months. Making sure that we're using those space heaters appropriately and not creating sources of danger is critically important. As well, washer and dryers, if we're not cleaning out that lint trap very often, then that could be a potential source of fire as well. But then there's other issues like making sure that we're not overloading electrical outlets, especially moving into the holiday season. We love hanging up all that fantastic holiday decor and having folks over to and charging all of their cell phones. Making sure that we're not overloading outlets and we're using surge protectors and the proper extension cords is critically important. And then, as always, making sure that we're keeping matches and lighters out of the reach of children is very important to making sure that we're keeping everyone safe.
Well, what you said is pretty thorough. Some of those we probably don't think of very often. Alex, are there some safety equipment items that we need in our homes? Can you tell us that?
Absolutely. Well, so surprisingly, only 30% of the homes in the United States are protected up to NFPA standards, which means that they don't have the proper system of devices throughout their home. And what I mean by system of devices is really making sure that you have smoke detectors on every single floor of your home, in each bedroom, in the kitchen, and outside of living areas as well. And we have great new products that have built-in 10-year batteries to eliminate everybody's worst late night battery chirp as well, right, Dave?
Battery chirp. So what people, a lot of folks don't know that smoke detectors really only have a shelf life or useful life of about 10 years. So what Kidde has done, which is really cool, is they've packaged this 10-year worry-free smoke detector with a sealed lithium battery. Lasts for 10 years. So you literally install it and you forget about it, and in about 10 years, it's going to warn you and tell you you need to replace it. But not just the battery, you replace the entire unit. But also, it's not just about detecting smoke, but carbon monoxide can be really dangerous, especially this time of year.
That's right. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless gas, and it's poisonous. And so what makes it so dangerous is that you can't see or smell it. And so, again, that proper system of devices must include carbon monoxide alarms. Like this one that we have available here is a plug-in carbon monoxide alarm from Kidde that has a built-in explosive gas sensor. So any fuel-burning appliance in your home has the potential to give off exhaust that has that poisonous carbon monoxide inside of it. But you could also get a leak from your water heater or your furnace that gives off that gas or propane source. And you need to make sure that because you can't see or smell it, it needs to be able to be detected. And so having carbon monoxide alarms on every floor of your home at the bare minimum is extremely critical piece of your fire safety system.
Yeah, and you may just have moved into your new house and you don't actually know how old the current equipment is. So if you don't know how old the smoke detectors are or carbon monoxide detectors, I would say it's time to just start fresh. And again, knowing that you can get the 10-year, actually you can get a combination smoke and carbon monoxide, the same great technology, and go ahead and install those and protect against both at the same time.
And people often overlook fire extinguishers as well, but they are critically important to making sure that should an emergency arise, you're able to create that path to safety to get your family out. And so we have location-based fire extinguishers available for sale at the Home Depot. And what that means is regardless of the type of fire, whether it be from cooking grease or from an electrically charged fire, or whether it just be from burning wood, trash, or paper, we need to make sure that we can put that fire out safely. And so we have kitchen fire extinguishers that are great for those grease fires, but we also have full home fire extinguishers that put out every type of fire regardless. And that's critically important to make sure that you have on every single floor of your home. Again, it's about that system of devices that's going to help protect your family.
Well, guys, can you tell us how to use a fire extinguisher? And first of all, don't they have a a time frame where they don't last forever? You need to replace them?
Yeah, so if you've got existing fire extinguishers, it's really simple to check the charge and make sure that they're in good shape. All you have to do is look at the meter, and you can see the little meter here. If it's in the green, which says it's charged, that means you're in good shape and it's ready to go. If the needle falls into the red, then you need to go ahead and replace it, because it's really not going to be effective in case of a fire. Now, to use one is actually pretty simple. You don't want to actually discharge the fire extinguisher when you're practicing. You just want to walk through the steps, because then you'll have to replace it. So first is, remember, pass. P-A-S-S, very simple. P is for pull. You've got to pull the safety pin. A is for aim. You want to aim the nozzle at the base of the fire. S is for squeeze. You got to squeeze the handle or the trigger. And then S is for sweep. Sweep back and forth at the base of the fire. So P-A-S-S, pull, aim, squeeze, sweep.
Tell me this, are some extinguishers different in that they may squirt foam out? I've seen that before. Are they all gas?
Totally depends. So, as Alex mentioned, that there's several different types of fires. So they actually build the fire extinguisher with the chemical products and the chemical balance that will attack a certain fire, whether it's electrical, whether it's a grease fire or liquid fire, gasoline, or again, sort of just combustible materials. So they specifically put the right chemicals in to attack specific types of fire.
But we try and make that easy for our customers, Dave. Again, with the location-based devices, this is recommended for the kitchen because it has the chemicals that help take care of grease fires. This is a full home fire extinguisher because it can address any type of fire that might come up in the home. And so we try and take the pain away from the customer and make it very easy for them to understand. Because again, having the proper system of devices throughout the home is extremely critical to keeping your family safe.
And of course, Home Depot has all of them, and probably folks there that can explain them just as well as you guys have like that. Listen, can we give you our thanks for coming? We appreciate it. Shouldn't we have maybe a fire extinguisher on each level of our home? I'm thinking those of us with second levels.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Again, all this, you want to make sure you're protecting each level of the home. And of course, yeah, we'd love to have your folks come in and talk to one of our associates. They can show you all the fire equipment that you'll need in your home, or go online to homedepot.com/fire safety event throughout the month of October.
And what's really special about the event going on in stores and online right now is Kidde's Cause for Alarm campaign. So as part of the event now through the end of October, for every unit that we sell in store and online, Kidde is going to provide $1 towards alarm donations for underserved communities. So not only are we able to help take care of the customers that come into our stores or visit us online, but we want to make sure we're taking care of the entire community and helping to keep everyone safe. And we're able to do that through Kidde's Cause for Alarm campaign.
Is that where we can go to find info on escape plans, routes to leave a home in case of a fire?
There's all kinds of great information. If you go to our fire safety event website, again, homedepot.com/fire safety event.
Okay, guys, we got Alex and Dave from Home Depot. A lot of good information. This, of course, is National Fire Prevention Month, the month of October. Thank you, fellas. We appreciate all that info.